Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Daniel's son back for an interesting review today. This is Saturday. It is June 12th. I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting review I have. I don't usually do comparison reviews, but I decided to. As a matter of fact, the day before yesterday, I'm going to make this review and compare these two. And then I changed my mind. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then I changed my mind again. And I was like, no, nobody's going to believe me. Nobody's going to believe me. But I seen another reviewer today, and he said something. He posted a review today. And he said something in his review that made me change my mind again. So I decided to go ahead and do this review, and it is going to be a comparison between Ford Mustang Performance Eau de Toilette and Givenchy Pie. And the reason I am doing this comparison is because I've already done a review on this, and this is one of my all-time favorites. But I recently got this not too long ago, a couple of months ago, and 3 days ago I wore this to work, and all day I was like, man, this smells so good, and it reminds me of something, and I couldn't put my finger on it. And then it hit me when I got home. I was like, I gotta find out what this smells like. So I looked through and I spotted this. And I was like, that's what this reminds me of, is pie. So I decided to do a little test. And that night, or that evening when I got home, I took a shower and sprayed the Mustang Performance on my left arm and pie on my right arm, and smelled them in the opening. I was like, that smells almost exactly the same. So I just kept them both on, and I smelled them every once in a while, and there was a slight difference, but from the opening all the way to the end of the dry down, they were almost identical. And I'll tell you what those differences are. But first, let me explain one little thing. I first come about this several months ago. Somebody had posted something about this, and they were just like really like praising this, and I never did see anybody comment on his post, but I did, and I was like, that sounds pretty interesting, I might check it out one day. And he was like, please do. Not too long after that, I was in TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I think, and I seen it, and I went ahead and got it because he just got me interested in it. And I'd be damned if it wasn't like an excellent scent. And one of the reasons that I'm doing this review is because he probably sort of knew, I assumed, that a lot of people wouldn't really be that interested in it no matter what he said. And I sort of feel the same thing. That's the reason I decided I couldn't make up my mind whether I wanted to do this review or not, is because, I don't know if people are going to like really be interested in this, because it has Ford on it and it has Mustang on it, and it's very inexpensive. But if there's one person that will get this and try it, it's worth doing this review. Just like he made that comment, and I got interested, and I ended up trying it. So that's the reason I'm doing this review, and that's the reason I'm comparing it to pie. But before I get on with my thoughts and comparisons to these two, let me give you a little information first. This came out in 2016. The parent company is they're called Apple Beauty Inc. I might put that link in the description. The perfumer for this is actually interesting. Elias Hernandez, I believe you pronounce his name. He has done a lot of great stuff. He's done some stuff for Alfred Song, Aramis, Calvin Klein. He's done work with Givenchy. This one. He's done 4 fragrances from this house. And another coincidence is he used to work with and alongside Alberto Morales, which has done this too. So there's actually sort of a link between these two in a way. And I'm wondering if this was meant to be a clone of this or not. But that's sort of interesting. I haven't read anything about this being a clone of Pi, but that's sort of some interesting links that I've come across when I was doing research on this review. But he's also, Elias has also done work with Gucci, Hugo Boss, Michael Kors, Sean John, Tommy Bahama, Valentino, Vera Wang, Yves Saint Laurent. So he's been around and he's done some really, really cool stuff. And another thing that I noticed when I was doing research and getting prepared for this is I went on Fragrantica and looked at the rating for this. The rating on this that people gave it is 4.13 out of 5. This has a higher rating than this. This hasn't even gotten a 4 rating from all the people who, rated this on Fragrantica. So that's another interesting thing. A lot of people that know about this has been rating this really high. The presentation, I actually have this one, and I actually also bought another 100 ml. So I got 200 mils of this stuff because I loved it so much. But this is the unwrapped box, and it looks pretty cool. It looks all right. It sort of looks like maybe a car part is in it or something with the Ford Mustang Performance on it. But it's a nice looking box. It's just, pretty simple. But this is the bottle to the Mustang Performance. It's really heavy. It's really solid. I think it's supposed to look like a piston, maybe. I'm not really sure. But the cap fits on really, really well. The sprayer is awesome on it. I like the finish to this. Actually, it's sort of like a satin black. It actually feels pretty good. But the sprayer on this is really, really killer. Excellent, excellent, excellent sprayer on this. And the Pi actually is a good sprayer too. Yeah, I've been wearing this Pi on the right arm for the last 2.5 days, and I've been wearing the Mustang Performance on this for 2.5 days, and I've been comparing them for 2.5 days, and they smell almost identical. They do. They smell almost identical. The only difference is that I could come across is this is a lot of vanilla and a lot of cardamom. So this has a little bit of spice to it, which I like. And this has an almond note in it, which the Mustang Performance does not have. But other than that, they are almost completely identical. And as far as the performance, they're basically both about the same. As a matter of fact, I think the Ford Mustang Performance actually has a little bit better projection and longevity than the Pi does. And but man, I'm just blown away. I'm absolutely blown away. And the price difference is, I think, I'm not sure exactly how much this is running for, but I think I got this between $45 and $50 on sale at FragranceNet. And I got this for $10. And I'll put the link in the description on where you can get this if you're interested. But both of them to me are aromatic, warm, vanilla, powdery, a little bit resinous. They're both sweet, and they're both a little bit on the gourmand side of things. I think they're classified as oriental woody or something, but I don't get that. I get more of a gourmand from both of these. Also on Fragrantica, a lot of people compare this to Le Male by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I don't have that, so I can't say anything about that, but that's what a lot of people compare this to. But they are just like so close. I had to do a review on it, and I had to tell people about this so they can get their hands on it. And am I hyping this up? Well, it depends on what you mean by hype. A lot of people, in my opinion of hype, is excitingly telling people about something so they'll be able to get it. And I think other people's meaning of hype is to exaggerate to get people to buy it. And that's one thing I'm not doing, is exaggerating. I actually wish I could send everybody a sample out, or either like spray it on your arm and let you smell it, because it's so close to pie, it's ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. But I'll put the link in the description if you're interested. It's like FragranceNet has it for like $10.39 for a 3.4 fluid ounce. So if you're interested, you know, I would suggest getting it, and hopefully a lot of people will listen to me just like I listened to that guy, you know, making that post about it like a few months ago. But another thing, as most of y'all probably know, I haven't been doing reviews very long, and I don't even have like 200 subscribers yet. I'm not getting anything for saying this. Nobody's sponsoring me. As far as Apple Beauty, the only thing I know about them is from what I read online. I don't know them, they don't know me, so the only thing that I am getting out of this is being able to tell people about this. So, and I hope other reviewers that see this, I hope they will actually maybe consider picking this up and maybe doing a review on it, because the more reviewers that do reviews on this, the more people that will know about it, and more people will be able to get their hands on this and enjoy it as much as I do. So if there's any other reviewers that sees this, please get this. It's like $10. Am I going to promise you you're going to like it? Nope, I am not, because everybody's tastes are different. Am I going to promise you that it's going to smell exactly like pie to you? Nope, can't do that either, because it might not. This is just strictly my personal opinion on it. I think it smells almost identical to pie. So anyway, yeah, I feel better about doing this review, because I was going back and forth about doing this review, but I'm glad I ended up doing it. Hopefully somebody will listen and be interested in it. But anyway, I got the day off today, so I'm just going to like hang out in my room and smell my arms. Yep, I can't hardly smell any difference. Like I said, the only difference is this is a little bit more spicy, and this has a little bit of almond in it, but other than that, man, it's pretty much the same. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later, and I hope y'all have a good weekend. And I don't have any plans on doing another review, but I'll do one whenever I think the time is right, and whenever I have the right fragrance to do a review on. But anyway, I hope y'all have a good weekend, and I love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.